Hello and welcome, Fear the Fearow. This is a deck that I've seen. Credits to who made it, who made the list. It seems like a fun list, and here it is. Basically, it's just that annoying control. I hate these type of decks, but it seemed fun with Fearow, and excuse me, it it just seemed like an annoying fun deck, even though I hate like a lot of the components of it. But as you see, we have the hammers, we have the fan of waves. It's all about energy denial. That's all it is. Because Fearow for drill run double does 70, flip a coin, and then you can discard 2 energy if you call right. That's where Glenwood Tangle comes in. Again, I believe I've finally been looking at some other Pokemon player deck sites to see when I go against or on other sites. And very good deck here. So credit where credit is due. And it just seemed like a really fun deck here. And that's all it is. Energy Denial. You have the Snorlaxes to help you draw. You set up. And of course, you have your supporters, bosses, to swap someone out. For stalling, get rid of their energy. Stall, stall, stall. And hopefully, basically, you can win by decking them out. Which seems to be the main factor here. Or maybe slowly whittling them away with 70. And that's also possible. There's energy. That's the only energies you need. You have all the energy denial here. You have all the search cards, all the supporter Pokemon in terms of Jirachi. And Fearow, you will fear the Fearow. It was a fun deck. After seeing I had to try it out. Discard 200 from opponent. It's pretty neat. And we'll just play a couple of games of it. And see where we go with this. Because it was, it's been fun playing it. It's one of those things where you're like, nuts. It can be annoying. I've gone against this deck. So, it can be annoying. Alright, we're going against, Single Strike Urshifu. It's nice to see the Single Strike one out in the boot. I think we have a good setup here. We can do that. I mean, of course, won't be drawing much. But we know next turn we will get Marnie down to 4. Because, as I've been saying, you can never have more than 4 guards. Cable toughness isn't going to mean diddly squat. So this one might be a bit on the tougher side. Depends on how many Houndoons they can actually get out. Like right away before we can get a Fearow going. Because it will be annoying. They did get rid of one of their urns, so that's kind of a good thing for us. Ooh, Tyranitar. I like the artwork on it. I like the artwork. And let's continue to see what they can do. Alright, nothing. Fan of Waves, we'll put that one back. Keep buying some time here, it just seems like. I really don't want to lose the stuff in hand, but at the same time, let's, I mean, this is going to give away Fearow, but this deck will be good because I think this deck will be really good against Rapid Strike Urshifu because of it's annoying to lose that special energy. Especially if you lose it. What other deck was I playing? Of course, I put it on the wrong one. What was I playing? Where I went against something where I just denied the energy from Rapid Strike Urshifu, and it was just like, yes. Yes. There we go. So, I mean, we're probably going to lose the Snorlax. Because they're going to get out the evolution, the VMAX. Oh, it's a Dedenne. Okay, so no. That's no. They're getting rid of the Dedenne for the VMAX, right? For a Houndoom. Perfectly fine with me. This is perfectly okay with me. As long as they don't, of course. Boss. But that's fine. I'm okay with that because I didn't have that as a Fearow. They probably should have gone for the Fearow. I would have been very sad. And now we get to do this. Might as well. Well, yeah, that would be their only energy attachment for the turn. I haven't said it for a while. For an Arctic turn. I don't really care about that. I'd rather... didn't really give me anything. No more draw for them. And we're just going to have to go and see if we luck out with the heads. And we luck out with the heads. Okay. With them down to 3 cards in hand, it's going to be awfully hard. But then again, it's the opponent that I'm going against. So they'll have everything they need to fully give us some. But I have lost a lot there. It really kind of sucks. I'm okay with this. I need... I mean, it's sad I lose the energy. I got back the energy. I have all the energy denial in hand. They've lost 2. They've lost the urn. So at most, of course they get it back. At most... There we go. Now that is a nice just in case. Like, get rid of that. Then put that back. And I really don't need to do anything. I could just switch into the Snorlax and draw cards. So that is what I will do. The only problem I've seen with this deck is there's a lot of search to get the items you need to start it up. And there have been games where I am closer to decking out than my opponent. And they're like, oh, well, I'll just sit back and you're down to less cards than I am. And then the opponent's, I'm like, nuts. One of those times I just started attacking and ended up winning by taking some prizes. But a couple of times you go through so much. Like right now, I did until they did that. Thankfully. But I was like, dang, I am under... Ooh, the opponent. I'm going to deck out. Great job, Fearow. I've lost quite a bit. The good thing is, everything in here is basically a single prize. I think that's the kind of another good thing I like about the deck is the purpose of it is for that. Keep it single prize. Fearow! Let's see what happens. Heads, beautiful. I love it. We'll do that. We'll do that to secure it. I'm pretty sure I should get myself another Spearow. I'm confident. See, that's me thinking, no, we're not going to do it. I'm confident in Fearow with Glimwood to, no, there we go. No, I don't want to flip again. To do that again. And here we go. 2 urns down. 2 of those down again. Yeah. I need another urn. An Arctic urn? No, it's not the same thing. That's not a turn. You sillies. It's just a fun deck. I feel like this kind of energy denial is at least creative in more of a way than like the one deck where they just loop over and over again. Like recently, what is it now? It's the Excadrill, and then they just keep getting the same cards over and over and over and over again. That stuff's just kind of annoying because it takes them forever to go through everything they need. It takes forever for their turn to go through. Just the rinse, repeat while you sit there and with the Chip X. Thankfully, I did have an encounter of that, and eventually their Chip axing came down to they had to give me something good out of those 3 cards, thus giving me a boss. I bossed out something they couldn't swap out, and they just decked out. And when it comes to these type of games, I will sit through the whole thing. I'm not going to just be like, this is going to take forever. And it's like, no, I will sit through the whole turn for them to run out of time, which happens a lot with those decks I've gone against. I'm like, I can sit here and wait. If you'll run out of time before me, I'll wait. I'm just not going to quit on that, because I'm like, I can win by this. And that's how I won another one, which is a pretty interesting thing. I'll probably show a couple of those, just because, so you can see how annoying those type decks are. And like this, I'll deck myself out, but not anymore. Oh, they're really gonna, yeah, they're really doing what this deck is made for. If they were just thinking, what is the point of my deck? The Fearow deck, what is the point of this? You're helping the win. You can knock out this Fearow. You're down the 2 cards. And so many prizes left. I think you doing that did not... All I did was help secure my win. That's all it did. Now watch, here we go again. Do that. And that. And that. And yeah. Alright. You have 2 more turns. You're not going to be able to do anything in those 2 turns. And this is awesome. The deck is fun. I loved it when I saw it. I was annoyed when I went against it. So that love and hate works against the other decks where it's the million and stuff like that, where it's a hate and a hate. Or more of a hate and an annoyance, I guess. But this is a love-hate, so I'm like, I have to try it out. And it looks like we won. Yeah, we won. Good job, Fearow! 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 Or is that more Spearow? They kind of sound the same. Did we ever hear Fearow speak? Fearow! Almost sounded more like Figaro, 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 Figaro. Figaro, Fearow, Fearow. Alright, so that was fun. Back to the game. So, Snorlax, our happy little Snorlax. I love Gormandize. I love Snorlax. Holy cow. Snorlax is like top 10 card right now. And Orbeetle VMAX. And what's great is both those work together in their own deck. So, of course, can't have more than 4 cards in my hand. You know what I'm saying? And yes, you might be wondering, this has been sped up just a little bit because this is, the deck can drag on with this deck, is what I'm trying to say. Either way, we're losing that. See, I keep thinking, yeah. But then we'd lose that, and there would be no point to that. We're gonna just go for it and hopefully get a Fearow. Fearow! And of course... Again, I forgot which one. Losing so much energy on that. Remember, don't go too fast. Come on, Marnie. Let's see it. No, they whiffed. There's the Marnie. Of course. Bye-bye, Glimwoods. And Fearows. Oh, my God. I'm gonna Marnie you back! I am liking what I've seen. I've been really wanting, but I want to wait until we get the alternate art of Galarian Rapidash V in the set that's coming out to play the deck, because I really don't want to acquire the promo. I want to get that art because I think it's really good art, and that's the art I'd prefer to play with. So my deck will be a month from now to try too, but I'm really digging ideas with that. And finding out Victini VMAX is a great partner with that, so I do want to try that out. Some fun creative decks coming out. Oh, of course. I know they can welder, but it's going to be annoying to constantly have to lose that energy. That is the only problem. Don't really have any special energy anymore. I mean, as long as I have the power. Well, as long as I have the energy, my Fearows can just keep on annoyingly remove that energy, and you just gotta constantly welder every turn. That means no bosses or Marnies anymore, right? Yeah! That's kind of the point. But because we're going against welder, I just don't see a win in this. Close. Annoying. I just don't see a win. Hey, I'm glad hitting heads a lot in this. I rarely hit heads on these, so it's been pretty lucky, at least in this video, to show off all the stuff we've been doing. Yeah, why would I want to flip again? Hey, we might knock out a Victini VMAX. So that's kind of neat. See, like right now, look at that. They have 3 more cards in their deck than we do. Craziness, right? Alright, we got a lot of Fearow going. We got like a Trinity going here in a little triangular, kind of almost, if only they moved a little bit more. Where Marshadow was going there. Like the other bird attacks with a Triforce attack stuff. Tri-attack, whatever that was for the legendary birds. As you can see by our theme here, birds. So I figured bird coin, bird deck box, and bird sleeves. But different birds, so they're not all the same. Kind of neat that we took a knockout on Victini VMAX with Fearow. Fearow knocks out Victini VMAX. Probably don't see that every day. So, again, you can surprisingly get some knockouts. But now, there we go. They still have way more energy than we do. But they're going to do that. Which is good. We just get rid of one more. Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. And annoyingly enough, we're kind of doing okay here. Don't need all that, and that way I can hopefully get more than them, or get close to it. Tails. Heads. Alright, and then just sit there, and that's what's annoying. Even with Welder, I feel like they can get Welder, attach a lot, and do a lot of energy, but a lot of damage, but again, No, and we are actually taking prizes with Fearow. I'm actually very impressed with this. We may, I don't want to jinx anything, but we may have a shot. I just feel like within so many turns, we can nut that out and win. So it's possible. No. And it's possible we could win this, but they're probably going to switch. They'll have something. Of course. Looking out with the big spoop be burb. And I think we're out of bosses. Sheesh. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Just get rid of all their energy again. Energy denial. This is a very effective, aggravating energy denial deck. I do say so myself. Eventually, someone's going to get knocked out, right? I mean, they're finally down to less cards than us. If there is a boss somewhere, like right now, again, we'll win unless they retreat into someone else. And the retreat to someone else will slowly hit. I feel very confident. Because, one, they still got 5 prizes to take. I mean, kudos to the opponent. I hate when they do this. Like, if there's no way to win, just concede. Because you're just wasting everyone's time. But if they still have a way to win like that, that's possible. Oh, I just drew a switch, so no, we're good. So, that's where it's kind of like, hey, they're trying, and they still could probably pull something, but not enough, I feel, to do 5. They have to knock out 5 Pokemon before they deck out. So this is where it's kind of like, can you take 5 prizes before you deck out? If not, then you're just wasting everyone's time, and you should have conceded a long time ago. That's kind of being a rude guy, if I'm, being honest. But we're denying energy, and we're going to knock out tough Pokemon. I mean, geesh. But I hope you liked it. It's a fun deck. Fear the Fearow. Fearow, oh no! This has been...
Professor TCG.